Recording, recording. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, it's recording. I think. Let me check. Hello, 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 hello. Okay. I did download it. I did download it, no? Weird. Okay. Tempo, 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 tempo. This is a question that has been bugging my mind for so long. So, what the fuck is a tempo? Right? There's a lot of definition in a lot of different games. I think the I need some gain. Hello, 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 hello. I'll increase again. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, so what is the tempo? Basic, easy question. In league, it means to have better timing with your opponent role. Basically, that's what I understood from watching games and everything. To have better timing before, rather be first on a map or anything like having better buy or having rotated first. That's tempo heaven. That's tempo. In Valorant, I think there can be something like that in Valorant, but hmm, it is possible, especially for roles which are more free to rotate. In my opinion, there are some roles which are free to rotate, easy to rotate, maybe, and there are some rules which are very stuck towards similar things and based on champion, obviously, but it can be said as yes, tempo. It's what its ability to move before or first your opponent role, right? So I can be there if okay, let's give you example. Uh, full shadow. Okay. So let's give this is one woman, this is another woman. Let's say there's Cypher and KJ. Okay. So this woman's team is attacking. This woman's defending. Which ascent? Okay, whatever. So he's playing side with his duelist jet. Our duelist is going in. We have taken a main control. We have a woman here. Our Cypher is fight here, taking mid control somewhere. And the KJ is here. Okay. So she can come mid. She put her turret here and She's doing secret come mid. Okay, like not KJ, but like who plays mid more a lot. So maybe he's playing here. So she's rotated here. Our Jet is here, and our Soa is with Jet. He's droning right now. Okay, he's droning. They're about to execute here. So if you know that the Omen was playing here, this side, maybe he flashed, maybe you saw him or anything. You got an info that there's two players here. Okay, one player, your player was going B, trying to get B main control, but he found KJ is playing here. So as here, and who's remaining? Ascent. What is K? K is here. Okay, mid. We have K also. Similar identical forms. That's basically the Ascent, but oh, we have K here with Cypher. So how do we get tempo over your opponent, or like basically how can you move first before your opponent can? That's basically the definition of tempo, you can say. You want to be first or have more numbers in a fight where your opponent can't have. It's either done by giving fake info to the team opponent, sorry, or making them panic by showing something else and going somewhere else. That's also fake info, but like that, or making them panic, making them make a mistake, which can done by different things. But that's one of the biggest possible way you can do it. It's giving them something to feed on, showing them one hand and going other hand. It's like magic. When magician says magic is here happening, happening is here, magic is here, everything is happening here, actual happening is on the other hand. That's fake info. That comes very powerful. So you can knife here, and you can cipher cam here. So what does that give? If this is knives here, KJ can't come close. There's no one. She knows one place here, cipher cams here, so cipher's here. She knows there's two B main players, so she has to do something about it. Because if she just sits there, she doesn't have info. So most common thing to do as a KJ is to have a turret at B main, and you play mid or spawn, so you can rotate first, outside, backside, whatever. Now the turret is watching, so you know it's always going to be. With Cypher Cam, you can see that if turret is watching. So how do you create tempo, or like what is quote unquote tempo? I'm also learning, but I know the concept. I need to know how to put into words how teams abuse this. So you can do this to surprise them. Create a smoke here, deep smoke here. You take the whole control. Take the control, or you can smoke this like this, like this, but middle, not middle, deep smoke. By doing that one smoke, puts pressure on him. He doesn't know if they're doing split. Where's the fucking my? Yeah, okay. Okay. He doesn't know if there can be this happening. Or he doesn't know anything. This player is scared. He moves. Or you smoke here. So what does this smoke create? It's either it makes Omen peek from right side only. Jet can dash into its smoke. If you put here, like something like this, Jet can dash here. And if the two Jet do that, Oman is panicking. So Jet is here. He knows he has to pick from here if he wants to fight, because if he's picking here, it's the disadvantage. He has to pick here. He knows someone would be here watching them, and the player who's playing close to the side or here, they can't fight. They actually can't fight because they don't know if Oman's rotating from here. They just know two players are here, two players are here. The unknown player, the the power of unknown is very powerful. They can't be here. If they know, they have calculated. If it's a good thing, that's why these things happen. These things works against good teams only. But like, okay, I'm getting excited. But if they know, they they calculated something that okay, we have seen two player here, two player here. One is unknown. You can't be playing here. Woman could be sneaking on you. Oh, you say K was here. He got the info. He then got the full info, right? Because there was a if you smoke early here, he doesn't get info. Now, what does K do? Does he go back and help his team, or help his team with Jet and whatever's entering, or he goes to spawn, be safe rather than dying. Not spawn, but here, tree room. Won't die. The space created here, the space that is created here, or basically space, the space this space that is created by a drone, smoke, and a smoke, and jet dashing. This space, they do not have control over anything, and they are panicking what is happening in mid because Soa either can rotate to back because he has to. Three players are here, and they've seen three players come from there. Omen just takes one even. If you know there's two players are playing here, you don't smoke this because smoking this gives them cover. They can play in the smoke, or you smoke late. That also very powerful. They have to get out of the site. You don't do this. This you need to find examples in real game. That's the best way. Shoot tempers. So I will come here, heal arrow, backside, somewhere here, heal arrow. Omen would be revealed if K and Jet are playing tree room. That's how you take control. Omen has to go back. They have to get spawn. They have control over this area, and then you take control of this. So site is yours, and do whatever you want to do. Mm. That's tempo. That's how you play tempo. You make them by not smoking here, by not smoking this traditional smoke, they have to flee. You smoked here. Normal teams, what do they do if they're doing split? They smoke this. You are not doing traditional smoke. You are not doing this smoke. You're doing this smoke. Right? So Jet can play with the smoke. Traditional team, this and this smoke. Which is okay in rank because heaven people will pick heaven. But if you have an info that two tree and one site, this is how you break by doing some unconventional shit and Not unconventional, but not normal. Or what? Ah, this smoke is not unconventional or something else. It's just normal smoke. But yeah, doing some creative. So I can watch heaven inside with jet. By the time Omen can flood the site here. Oh, why smoke here rather than here, right? So let's just go back sometime. Hmm. Here, the two places are here. Not here, but jet is here. Hmm. This is very common position. You'll see players play. Jet plays front of the site, Omen plays back of the site or heaven. Back of the site usually. And KO plays here. Your Omen smokes this early and try to control. KO comes, try to take info, doesn't know what to do. He either pushes, which he's psychopath if he does that, because he doesn't know how many plays out of the smokers. So that's a gamble. Some players will do it. Uh, and then two players are showing here by info, but the info they are showing is not permanent, or like it is a very decisive info, not decisive, decisive. It's very confusing info. Not confusing, but they don't have to be here to show these abilities, use these abilities. They knifed here, they put a cam here. So someone has to come and break the cam, or the cam stays here permanently. That's a permanent pressure. That cipher is here. So while that happening, they can rotate mid with Omen. And why Omen only? Omen could be here also, trying to execute and flashing here. Imagine if you're going in and one round, this is the setup, right? You drone, while drone's going in from here side with him, you flash it. You paranoia, use your paranoia here to here. Very basic combo. You do a normal execute here and smoke here. And that's a very normal execute. Heaven players. So Heaven players would not like, yeah, they would be like, oh, what the fuck is happening? Yeah. KO would be here, Sapper would be main. Yeah, it's a normally, if it's a normal split, this and this, that's a very normal thing. Or you can put here, here. You do that one round. Right. For next round, that's a very common thing. You group up, go side. Jet has to go out. Omen can't come in because of smoke. Paranoia youths, they can't come into side. Maybe they play smoke. You go in, you go in. Jet dash go in. Plant here, here, whatever you want. They can kill you through the smoke, but your players are here. If this man, whatever happens. This is very normal, common round. Now, for the round, I am stuck here because you showed the ability, not ability, but you showed that you are willing, your execute is with a flash from Omen. They are expecting a flash from Omen with a jet dash, right? You did it 2-3 times. It may work or may not work. Whatever. It works very good. It doesn't work, and they think you figured them out because it didn't work last round. If your execute got stopped by a team because you fail, or they thought they figured you out in a way, let them think that, because the more they think they figured out, the less they'll figure it out, the less they'll know. Ah, that's a great line. That's a good line. I should write that. The more they think they figured us out, less they'll know. The more we power get, the more we will get more powerful. So how will they react to this? If you play side, if they're smoking heaven, play side with your team. Hmm. How do you break that? You don't smoke that, you smoke here. Your jet goes in, you don't smoke here, you smoke here. So whether this smoke come, yeah, or you smoke here. The best smoke is here, this smoke. Oh, I just remembered the smoke. If you are doing a split like this, whatever. Best smoke in my opinion is this. Three players either sit in here or they have to rotate out because you're entering side and this they have to make decision either sit here and not help your team, their teammate who are rushing in or getting killed or whatever, or they have to rush back, go heaven and pick 1 2 3. Hmm. That's a good smoke if you're doing, like, if you want to make them guess. Yes. But if your team is going executing, I don't think this is a good smoke. It's a good smoke to give them fake info and make them think a lot is happening, because what this smoke does, you can go in there and there. If you get a trees control, this is a very good smoke because they can't really take with this smoke. You can hear and hear. But I still think smoking here is the best thing. Slowly, you slowly take the control. Yeah, yeah. You rotate back. You rotate back. Keep your cipher here if you want to keep pressuring them. Keep opening camera. If they don't break it, they'll have to send someone to break it. Him or him. Start here. You start here. Start here. You start here. And you go here. You go here. Million different things to do. And then after they smoke, you can smoke this, or you can just smoke heaven. Let's. Ah, Shival. Mm, mm. So, the definition of tempo, right? Mm. If I have to, basically, the easiest way to understand tempo is, let's write it down. Mm. How do I word it? Is it ability to move first to your opponent character or opponent role? Yeah, Valorant. That is a very good definition that just came into my mind. So, what is a tempo? Having numbers add one and taking fight via. And that's a very basic definition. Tempo. Having numbers advantage while taking a fight. Using information. Using info or positioning. Info positioning, etc. Not fight, I would say taking a area. Taking role slash prior. Why it is happening? That's a very basic definition, I would say. Having numbers advantage while taking control slash prior of a area or over area on the map. That's a temp. So everyone start tempo. At the start of a round, everyone has the same tempo because you, no matter where you want to take prior, and that's a personal thing, or not personal, but that's preference or conditioning team discussion thing. But you will start at a very specific place only. That's it. Everyone starts with the same tempo. And when I say a definition of tempo is another definition is just having better position than your opponent. whatever, where you start on a map, specific area, we all start at a specific area. What am I saying? So, what does it mean to have? What do I mean by having saying that everyone has same tempo at the start of a round? So, if you consider one team mm, as a player, not a team as in a team five players as in an entity, one entity, another team as in second entity, total team one, team two. So team one, five players. Team two, five players, right? Hmm. So team one came with a plan or a split of 1-1-1-1-3. This is their plan. This is the positioning they want to play. 2-3 or 2-1-3, a 1-1-3. That's the position they want to play. Up attacking team start with 1, 2. Drone would be better. 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2 position. Because this is a very normal thing to do. So what the statement is, at the start of a round, everyone is at the same tempo. Whatever the plan there is, that's different. That's subjective, or what, not subjective, but that's irrelevant to the tempo. Tempo is not just because you have identical roles or identical characters. Think of the all five players in your opponent, all of these as one, and all of you as one. So they are going to do whatever they've decided, right? And you are going to do whatever your plan and strategy is. So when the round starts, and maybe Jet gave knives here, Jet tries to take one way, Woman gives one way, Jet tries to take here, okay, whatever. You, because all of when the round starts, whatever the situation is, everyone is at a point. Everyone is somewhere. No one knows anyone where everyone. No one knows when everywhere. Where is everyone or anyone? So one identity, one ball versus two ball. Ball number one, ball number two, or one or two. Team A, team B, one, team two. So what tempo means is to, with the help of using information positioning, fake giving opponent team fake info, and many different using different abilities and putting pressure somewhere on a map like here, showing that we are going here or here, or showing we are going here while doing something here also and here also. So what tempo is just basic. It's very simple concept. I'm making it too complicated. Just when I want to take a middle control, let's just say, okay, I want to take a middle control. I'll smoke here, right? Basic smoke. I'll come here. I'll come here. I'll come here. I'll will take control. It's 3v1. He has to leave this. As soon as he hears 3-4 step, he has to leave it. We'll use abilities and we'll take mid control, right? That's it. It's very, it sounds easy, but how was it able to do this? Have 3 players in mid when they have 1 player mid. Even better, you don't know how many players are there, but you're going in as a 3. That's a very good. Then how did this happen? When both teams started at wherever they are, they had same tempo. Due to the information they gathered during the round, they made decisions. So maybe a woman one made here, right? Maybe a one made here. Jet tried to take control. Maybe Jet went here after there's no one, and KO knifed here. So what does give that give? That's at least 2 players and maybe a woman, right? So when you smoke here and you smoke this, you take mid control first. It's overdone or whatever. You take mid control. So how is your Omen free to go? Because you have suspicion Omen is playing A. Because your Jet dashed in, or you as a Omen TP'd came back. That put pressure. They made something out of it. Jet can't be coming here because there's a smoke here. When using tempo, they have to rotate. So it's like a bungee. Because you put pressure on one side, they have to rotate to the other side. Or they have to do anything on the other side because you are putting pressure on one side. It's like if I put pressure here, they'll rotate here mid. If I put pressure both sides, they'll rotate here. And what would they do? They would push here. So if I put pressure mid here and my Jet covers mid, or opponent Jet goes and they'll take care. They'll take care mid, try to push. They'll hold spawn. This is what happens. Always you are trading. If I go A, they'll go B. If I go B, they'll go A. But within these trading powers, where tempo comes, it's how fast you can react onto the information you got and make a decision. Not a decision, but create a place. Think of a place where you would have a better position. Hmm. You would have better position, numbers advantage. How would you that? That's what tempo means. That's tempo. That's basic tempo. Knowing what is happening on the map and knowing when I'm free to move and when I'm not free to move. Right? Oman is free to move from here to here because of the smoke, but he can't be moving up. Your Jet could be coming up, so he's always holding this until the team is pushed up. Then he'll move out because by the time Jet comes, he's safe here. So this is what tempo is. Always knowing when you can move to a certain position. That's a good definition. To know when you can move and when you need to hold. That's the tempo. Right. Knowing when to move and when not to move. Or where to move. basically. Putting pressure on one side, so they have to make a move on the other side or counter your move depending upon their action, your action based. That's the tempo. And getting better, having better reaction or better outcome out of it. That's what tempo is. Having better outcome out of the reaction you have had. That's rotation tempo, or like that's basic how rotations and how players should think of a map while playing the game. That's how players should think. They don't just have to think. That's about the fight they are taking or what is going to happen in front of them, what is behind, what is happening on the whole map. That's how you think. Which positions I am lacking, which position we are giving, which part of the map we are giving. So you lean towards the map that you have priority over prior. So if woman is playing here and that here, you take the side, right? This smoke is here, okay. Now woman is stuck here, okay. Then he knows he can't be coming here. He needs to play here, so he'll TP out here rather than here. Why it's playing here safe? Your team is here. They can trade or they can react to the information what happened. If they kill you, they can either trade or they know what is happening and it's a beneficial spot for you. Always lean towards the what your team has space, like where your team has taken the space. Lean towards that area. Don't lean away from it. I know it may sound very dumb to say this, but play towards your team, not away from it. Always remember what you are sacrificing on the map and what is you taking. Both of them are. You can't just think about what you're taking and not what you're sacrificing. Because that creates, because you took that, now the mid is open. They can flank you, they can come from A main, B main, sorry. They can flank you, they can come from B main. They spawn also. That's basically how you jiggle the tempo, or not jiggle, but use the tempo. Always staying one step ahead of your what opponent should be doing. So while you're pushing mid, imagine you were pushing mid and your opponent was here, here, whatever. Smoke was here, right? Here, and the opponent was here, here. You guys were here, here, uh, uh, uh. So what should have done? They should have pushed A to take info, right? Smoke here, take A. While it's a risky thing, if they don't know someone's playing game in or not, if they just do one way, yeah, that this one way is great to stop you from entering aim in, but it's also very hard for them to check what's aim in, what is happening in the aim in, the main area. They'll have to use their abilities and anything. As soon as you think, you hold here, you hold mid, right? You hold mid, you'll take, you'll, you'll stand here. As soon as you hear, no, as soon as you hear a knife coming here, you push mid. They'll have to come. They'll have to. He'll push. He'll push. He'll keep smoke here. Keep smoking here. They'll rotate. Then they'll have to wait for the smoke. And next smoke here. You take the side. Tempo is having numbers. We had knowing when you have numbers advantage, when to take when to take a side when you have numbers advantage. And how do you achieve that number information? One, by giving the opponent fake info and then reacting to the info they are provided. If that is fake or not, you don't know. Just you have to react to it. Second, prior. Where do you have prior on the map? What prior means? It's where do you have a place where you can go? Where do you have a push? Why? Why? How? Why? What the statement means? Better definition of the statement is that at the start of the round, both teams have similar tempo. What does it means? It's regardless of their strategy, regardless of the how they are playing, the position or the neutral or the map, the neutral places for both of them, it's similar. None of them have taken anything over the barriers, right? So B-main is actually let's fuck it. Just go with the new sequence. Hmm. So at the start of the round, this is some kind of position, right? The neutral areas, this, 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 these neutral areas. No one has taken control over the neutral areas, right? That is what means to have similar tempo. First sequence is the first step of any round is to get info of the neutral areas. So get info of the sides or the mains entry points of the sides made anywhere. What is happening? So you react to what is happening in those neutral positions. Then you push one. Then you get priority over some neutral positions because they can't do everything. They can't react to every or they can't take prior of every neutral position. Depending upon your strategy, 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 you will have different neutral position taken control over, or you will have priority over different neutral neutral position or more positions on the map more. So that's why we at the start of the round both teams have similar tempo because both of them have not taken anything. And after the round starts, the race starts of using abilities. It's not a race to who's the first. No, it's not the who's the first, it's who takes the control. You can be first at a neutral position, but you could lose that position. Who holds the position longest is more powerful. The longer you hold a position without sacrificing significant something, without sacrificing the longer you hold a position or longer you hold a position on a map, the better it's the better tempo you have. And prio is just where do you have power, not power, but where do you have control right now, and where do you have lost control, or they are fighting for the control. Both of the teams will fight for the control. It just where you can get push and push them out of that neutral position. Where can you push them? That's the basic. In League of Legends, there's lanes: mid lane, top lane, bottom lane, right? Where do you have push? Do you have push mid, bot, and top? Strategies run around which lanes do you have priority over, right? Which lanes do you have push over? So in Valor also that it's very similar to it, like where do you have priority? Where can you push? Where can you push and take over it? So you can draft your comp based on getting the push, because getting the push is always good. That gives you more time to play, more place to play, and think of the strategies. Or you sacrifice something like playing KJ, right? Always sacrificing being late, because KJ cannot leave a specific area. She just can't. Her kit just not allowed, not meant to be there. But you can't leave the area. But the area you have is very strong. You will stop the pushes in the area. You will be a menace to the team that wants to enter. That's the powerful point of the KJ. That's why everyone, if a KJ set up here, you go other side. Why? Not because you're scared, because that's what she does. And by rotating, you are first to the side. You have numbers to the side, because she will be late. Until she's confirmed, she won't rotate. And that's her weak point. If KJ starts rotating fast, then you'll take control of the side. You'll fake pressure up side. You see KJ set up B, you fake pressure A, she rotates fast. If she tend to rotate fast, you go B late. And that's the tempo based on comp difference. That's the tempo based on comp difference. How to create tempo based on comp difference. That's what how you do it. Know their strong points of the comp and know their weak points of the comp. That's what you have to do. There's another way to get tempo is by using abilities. Not using abilities, but abilities have tempo too, because every agent has one ability that is either on cooldown or can get they can get the ability again with some condition. Especially why cooldown? Because smokes. Controllers maintain tempo. They are the one who is controlling the speed and tempo of game. Control. That's why they name controls, because they control pace. They control tempo. Fake pressure is also a very powerful thing. Sometimes you just push us to place. They don't know if there's a 5 player or 2 player. You just push. You just make them shit their pants. That's what called fake, right? That's very rare thing. Not rare, but that's very nuance. Not nuance, but not mostly used thing. Asian teams do a lot in league. That's just the respect. Tempo trap, it's fake pressure in one place. and then staying there. So imagine you're going B, you're faking B, right? But rather than, how do I describe it? You take slowly A control and B control, both neutral, that's default. You take default controls, then you go B, right? You go B, you fake pressure it, you fake it, you cage ult it. And even after cage ult, no one goes. So that's a fake. They'll think you're going A, so they'll start to rotate A. And you'll make some noise at A with one player, and the actual right, the ulti was the right place where you're going. Just you didn't go with the ult. See, that's also tempo and fake pressure. When do you go and when you not go? That's tempo. Most players tend to go with abilities, ultis, cage ult, you wait, you go. That's normal. What fakes are cage ult and no one, nothing happens. That's fake. Hmm. It's a fake to a fake. You ult, no one goes. You make noise the other side, they rotate because it's a fake, and you go B. That's a fake to a fake. That's why that's one thing. And it also depends on the ideologies of teams or players. How players are. Some players react faster. Some players react slow. Both of them are good and both of them have weaknesses. Not react fast, but not react fast or slower, but some players are intrusive, some players are systematic. Intuitive. Fuck, how do you say that word? Some players are based on intuition, some players are based on information. And that's where volleyball also comes in. Some defenders are very much, how do you say it, red blocking. That's what Haikyuu, if you watch anyone watch Haikyuu, red blocking versus guess blocking. Some players, okay, they showed three players, one side. I'll guess they'll go there. They just guess because they've seen the rotation, they've seen the pattern. But when you broke the pattern, because they already committed to a rotation, you you win. But if you don't break the pattern, they are better. They're first. They first. They break your tempo. So intuition can work, and reading, read blocking is you will be slow, you'll be late, but you'll never be faked, and that's a very guaranteed first thing. And I like that. I like playing systematic. I like playing slow, methodical. It's everything happening that is 100% guaranteed. There's nothing to a chance. Yes, Valorant is a game of chances and randomized. Shit ton of randomized mechanics. But you need to know how to play around randomized things. You need to play. You need to use your randomized to your advantage. If a team is playing methodical, it is very irritating. See, everyone loves stomping a team before even the round starts. As soon as the round starts, everyone loves 1v5s. Everyone loves 1v3 kills. Just rushing in, killing everyone. Yeah, feels good. But it's a good thing. Everyone wants to do it. So I just guessed it. I flashed and I guessed everyone wants to satchel rounds as soon as rounds are satchel alt and oh it's 5-man ult is nice. Everyone wants that. Everyone wants kills, 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 kills. It's a oh, one mindset. What my mindset I like, what kind of mindset I like is that's one kind of pressure I would say. You just have ability to kill anyone in 1v1. That works until one position. At one point you will fight, you will meet the place you can't kill or not can't kill but they are on the same level as you. If you kill them 5 times, they'll kill you 4 times at least or 3 times. Just still a positive trade, but still not as effective as it was. So what do you do then? So things like these small things, making them rotate late, lurking, staying behind, just to make sure they're irritating. Slow irritations, small irritations. They pump up a lot. They don't just give you rounds. They give you matches. They give you maps. Irritations, tilting. Small things add up very big. It's not a game of who wins the round first. It's a game of who wins 13 rounds. Game ends when you win 13 rounds, not how fast you win. uh, I'll sleep now. 6 in the morning. I hope my sound was good, man. Fucking hell, I will hate if my sound was not good. Bye.